Hello, my name is Russell Myers. Welcome to Issues Unite. So, I've got some positive developments to announce here. Some personal, some not so much. Uh, well, I guess all of it's personal to a certain degree. Um, all right, so uh, I'm, I got word that my employer wants to extend my contract, which is, you know, few years ago, a lot more people can relate to this than could a few years ago. When you're working on contract and your contract gets extended, then you're usually happy about it. Um, of course, if not, then you're not going to accept the extension. If you're not happy about it, uh, at least it means I'm going to be employed through May, and that's a very good thing. Um, so that's a positive for me. Uh, yeah, it means that I'm going to still be a wage slave, but it's not like I have all that many options. I don't think that I would wind up being unemployed, but uh, considering I have to travel for work, um, there would be the possibility that I would have to travel a lot further than I currently do, and that could be problematic, even if it, at least on a personal level, I might actually make more money if I was willing to travel further, but I still like to be able to come home on my days off as I am now. All right, so another thing that, this is just an observation, but I see more and more people moving to the left. Now, a person can say that, I stay in certain circles, which to a particular degree, yeah, I kind of do. Uh, it's not that I won't listen to other views, but I've made it clear many times the other views they don't really have any reason, any rationality behind their views. So, yeah, I tend to reject those views consistently. But I've seen more and more people moving to the left for years now. I've been at this for decades. And I mean, in 2008, we saw people moving to the left when Obama had proposed falsely the public option for Medicare, Medicaid. And then in 2016, when Bernie Sanders was talking about universal health care and increasing wages, we saw more and more people moving to the left. This has all been an introduction to the left for many people. And now, as with the last 2 years and the current claims of the economy recovering and all this garbage, which is absolute garbage, more and more people are seeing just how capitalism has failed us. They're watching as their wages stagnate and the inflation keeps rising while the stock market goes through the roof. They're seeing the wealth and income inequality and how it is affecting them directly. They're seeing the empty shelves in the grocery store, which I went grocery shopping today, and absolutely there are empty shelves on the stores, in the stores, especially fresh foods, meats, dairy, frozen foods and things, affordable foods that have a long shelf life, like pasta. These slots on the shelves are just empty. And it's going to get worse. It's winter. It's winter right now. So not a lot of food is being produced. So we have absolute shortages of necessary items. You can find all the cheap plastic crap you want, but when it comes down to necessities, you're seeing more and more shortages. It's bad for the shortages. It's bad for the inflation. But the fact that it is waking people up, this is a positive. All right, so here's the main thing that I wanted to get to. Unfortunately, I was not able to get the social media site up and running before the beginning of the year. Yeah, I just ran into too many problems. I've tried different platforms and so forth to get this up to where I wanted it. PHP, BB, bulletin board. It wasn't manageable or extensible enough. WordPress was just a nightmare. And for the record, I've seen web designers that just tell me they hate WordPress. Of course, you got other ones that make a living off of working with WordPress. Well, they wouldn't be making a living if you could figure it out yourself. Anyway, so I wound up installing a CMS, content management service called Joomla. And it's got to be a good platform. It's used by so many people, but it was pretty complex to me. I'm sure I could figure it out, but also the documentation was horrible and is horrible. Then I installed an extension to Joomla called Jom Social, which, again, the documentation was horrible. I could not figure out how to configure it myself. Now, I could have taken a lot of time to learn how to manage these things, but after being banned from Facebook several times, being censored, having posts taken down and so forth, I really want to get this up and running. So I'm admitting my own failure. I could not figure it out myself, so I hired a web designer to get this up and running for me. Now, he had texted me last night or this morning and said that it would be up and running today. So far, where he is at, I think it's about 3 hours later than where I am. 3 to 5 hours later, 3 hours later. So I haven't heard anything as yet. But, that it sounds very hopeful. He's not making excuses. I'm not pushing him because of the price that he accepted for the bid that I had placed. And, he has experience with Joomla, with Jom Social, so hopefully it's going to be up within the next few days. Once it is, I will issue a separate announcement and tell people where to sign up. Again, this is going to be social media with no corporate involvement. So what I am planning on at this moment is to have a limited time frame where people can sign up for free, and if you sign up in that time frame, you will be a member free for life. It means you can abandon Facebook gradually. I know people are not going to just jump off of Facebook. I'm not expecting that. But this gives you a non-corporate option. So I hope many people are going to sign up once it is up and running. So these are good developments. I hope you all agree. Once the site is up and running, we will have discussions on the operations of the site on the site. That's the best way to do it. I will post a number of polls asking people's opinions, etc. Anyway, share this video. Talk about these subjects. If you can, please donate $1 a month to help expand the channel. This has gotten a little bit expensive at this point. I'd appreciate any help. But if not, I'll just keep working. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.